Welcome to the Short Story Chronicles, where you can find some of the spookiest short stories on YouTube. New to our channel? Make sure to like, share, and subscribe for new short stories every week. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the story. In the coastal town of Monterey, where the sea and sky often blended into a canvas of colors, lived a young artist named Eliana. Eliana, with her fiery red hair and endless talent, was known for her extraordinary paintings that captured the soul of the sea. One day, a letter arrived, announcing the prestigious Monterey Art Competition. Winning could mean a scholarship to the art school she had dreamt of since childhood. But there was one problem: the deadline was in a week, and Eliana had nothing to submit. In desperation, she turned to her reclusive mentor, old Sal, a once renowned artist who had retreated into obscurity after a scandal. His attic was filled with beautiful, unsold paintings. Among them, Eliana found The Lost Horizon, an unfinished masterpiece that old Sale had abandoned years ago. Drawn to its ethereal beauty, she made a rash decision. She took the painting, added her final touches, and submitted it to the competition. The Lost Horizon caused a sensation. Its raw energy, the captivating blend of sea and sky, propelled Eliana to the semi-finals. With each round, her reputation grew, but so did her guilt. She was living a lie, basking in stolen glory. As the evening drew to a close on the night before the finals, Eliana found herself at the doorstep of old Sal's home, her guilt reaching a crescendo. Her heart throbbed in her chest, the rhythm erratic and panicked, mirroring the chaos of her thoughts. With a deep breath, she knocked on the door. It creaked open to reveal old Sal, his gaze solemn and knowing. She stepped inside, took a deep breath, her blue eyes meeting Sal's aged ones, and began her confession. "Sal," she started, her voice barely above a whisper. Silence filled the room, amplifying the crackling fire's sound and the distant sea waves crashing against the shore. It felt like the world was holding its breath, waiting for her to speak. Eliana swallowed, her throat suddenly dry, and pressed on. I took your painting," she stammered, the words tumbling out in a rush. "The Lost Horizon. The one you left unfinished. I took it without your permission, without your knowledge." She paused, her gaze dropping to her hands, shame causing a hot flush to rise to her cheeks. "I was desperate, Sal," she confessed, her voice shaky. "The competition was my only chance to get into art school, and I had nothing to submit. I saw The Lost Horizon, and it was beautiful, even unfinished. I thought I could finish it, make it my own. It wasn't right," she continued, her voice strengthening. "I claimed your art as my own. I lived a lie and let others believe it. I'm sorry, Sal. I'm sorry for betraying your trust." She sat there, her heart pounding, waiting for the storm to break. But instead, old Sal merely smiled, a sad, understanding smile that somehow made her feel even worse. He confessed that he knew about the stolen painting all along. "But why didn't you stop me?" Eliana asked, her voice barely a whisper. Her eyes were wide with confusion and a hint of desperation. She was struggling to understand, to make sense of the tangled web she had woven. Old Sal, with a patience that spoke volumes of his wisdom, replied, "Because you needed to understand something." He paused, as if choosing his words carefully. "That painting was never truly mine. It lacked something you could provide. You completed it, Eliana. You brought it to life." Her heart pounded in her chest, a fierce denial rising within her. "But it's not my work, Sal. Not entirely. I can't accept an award for something I didn't create from scratch." He nodded, acknowledging her turmoil. "You're right," old Sal said, his gaze unflinching. His next words, however, were ones she hadn't expected. "But now you have a choice, to run and hide, or face the truth." His words hung in the air, a challenge and a lifeline all at once. It was up to her to decide which path to take. Want to know what happens next? Make sure you like, share, and subscribe for part 2.